the June 2023 solicitations for DC Comics. We'll work through, as we always do, and see what goodies we find within. So first up, we have DC Pride 2023 issue 1. So they've been doing this for the last few years, these 100-page specials by LGBTQ creators about LGBTQ characters. So, straightforward enough. Some of the names listed here: Grant Morrison, Nicole Maines, Christopher Cantwell, Nadia Shamaz, and others, with art by Hayden Sherman, Paulina Gancho, I'll say. Stephen Sadowski, Skylar Partridge, and Mildred Lewis. I don't know a couple of those last names, but I recognize a lot of the ones. Actually, Christopher Cantwell, I only recognize that name in the writers list because literally just a few minutes ago when I was looking at the Comixology top 10, a couple of the Marvel books were Cantwell.
Yep, the Hellcat one. I clicked on it to see who's writing that.
So, cool. Yeah, it's nice that they do this. That they've been doing it. This is maybe their third or fourth year doing it, I think.
Yeah, so. It's always for Pride Month, which is nice. So they book it around.
Oh, is it just me if they put in a better slideshow system for their covers this month? I believe they have. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So, assuming I get to see them all, we'll see as we go. We'll see if it works this time for you. So next thing we knew about, of course, was the Flash issue 800. With stories by Jeremy Adams, Mark Waid, Joshua Williamson, Jeff Johns, and Cy Spurrier. Obviously, this is the usual format for these. You've got the writer who's finishing up his run, doing a story. You've got the writer who's doing the next run, starting like a little teaser story. And then you've got some big names from past, which is Mark Waid, Williamson, and Johns doing stories. So it makes sense. Art here, we've got Fernando Pasarin, Claire Albert, Todd Nuck, Carmine Di Giandomenico. I bet he's with Williamson. So I feel like you can match them up here. Yeah, Scott Collins is probably with Johns. Cy Spurrier and Deodato Jr. are the new team. So yeah, makes a lot of sense. So cool. So it's not as the. You know what? I'm actually surprised. I was expecting these to be 100-pagers. This in the Wonder Woman, but it's only a 50-page book. Yeah. It's $5, so not as stressful on the wallet and page count as I thought it was going to be, but it makes sense. There's only 5 stories in it, seemingly. So cool. The Penguin issue 0. What is this? Following the Penguin's death and the landmark Batman 125. Wait, did that happen already? I think that happened already. No, he did, right? But then we found out in the backup that he's. That's right. Under an assumed name somewhere else. That's right. The mysterious executor has enlisted Catwoman. Oh yeah, I was reading that back up. To carry out the party's last wishes and track down his kin. But when the Penguin hairs start getting murdered, Catwoman... Oh, so this is just a collection of those backups. This is a collection, yeah. If you kept reading, it says collects 125, 127 backup stories. Oh, this is... By Zdarsky and Ortega. Why is this being highlighted? Because of the next thing. Okay. Yeah. So... I was like, why is this in the highlighted section at the top with all the new books? It's because the next thing on the list is The Penguin issue 1 by Tom King, with art by Stefano Guadignano and Scorpio Steele. Scorpio Steele, what a name. That sounds like they're going to get a tag title shot. Yeah. So interesting, this does not mention of 6 or anything like that. This seems to be an ongoing. We're getting a Tom King Penguin ongoing? What the hell? I think we knew there was going to be a Penguin book. I don't think we knew. Did we know it was Tom King? No, it was going to be Tom King, though. Yeah, that's new. After retiring to Metropolis following his quote-unquote death, that lines up with what's happened, Oswald Cobblepot finds himself forced back into the unpredictable and violent Gotham City underworld as a pawn for the United States intelligence community. Oh. Wait, Tom King's writing from experience here. Yeah. Gotham's criminal element has been evolving since he was last in the city, with his bastard twin children ruling the Iceberg Lounge. Good stuff. And what are the man framed for his death, Batman? Is the Penguin walking into a death sentence? Not from Batman. He doesn't give out death sentences. You know. That's... Yeah, but if he's already dead, is it killing again? Double jeopardy. From Batman's perspective, it is. So not the eyes of the law. So Guadignano's from Gotham Central in The Walking Dead. Okay, I didn't recognize the name, but because I've read both of those books, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it feels like that art, just based off of those two examples, feels like a crime book, right? So. Oh yeah. This has me excited. I mean,
Tom King going back into Gotham, I'm a little bit but however, the intelligence community aspect of it, and him being in basically witness protection.
To be fair, Matt, Killing Time was good.
Yeah. That's true.
Killing Time was good. His Riddler one shot was great. So
Penguin was in Killing Time, right? Or am I confusing those?
Oh, I think he was. I think he was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
There's a cover here where he's got the tattooed back like John Wick.
So. Yeah, it looks like Harley did the art.
Yeah.
Straight out of Gotham.
That's very interesting. Now, I'm still like kind of expecting that to be a mini, but it doesn't say anywhere it's of X number of issues, so it could just be missing that information, or it could just be that as an ongoing. But
because especially when you get to the next Solicit, it does have that.
Yeah, Steelworks. Yeah, Steelworks issue 1 of 6. So we knew about this. Michael Dorn, more from Star Trek. Next Generation is writing. With Sam Basri on the art. So we did know about this one, of course. So that's cool. As we did know about Wonder Woman issue 800, which is much like The Flash. Oh, this is $1 more, actually. This is $5.99. But still 48 pages, so around 50 again. We got Becky Cloonan, Michael W. Conrad, and Tom King writing this issue with art by Joel Jones, Todd Nuck, and Daniel Sampier. You know, I have to admit, I'm conflicted whether or not I actually want to read this, because like obviously I like the idea of a Tom King story in there, but part of me, which actually I suppose I'll have to, because that's going to set up his run. But the reason why I'm saying I'm conflicted is because like a good chunk of this is going to just be the final part of the previous run.
Yeah.
And because it's only 50 pages, it's not. I thought it was going to be 100 pages, so I thought it was going to be like, okay, so there's 20 pages,
a big
at the end of the last run, and then the rest of it's all new, like stuff I can read. So that's a bit of a bummer, but maybe it'll just be 50-50, because it's like, you know, maybe it'll just be half of it's the old run, half of it's the new run. Anywho, hopefully, Tom King's part's good, because I'm looking forward to it.
Cover. I see an Evilly cover, and I'm trying to figure out which one it is. So as you were talking.
Oh sure. I am not sure. There's a lot of covers for this.
Yeah.
You can hear Matt furiously clicking, trying to get to the covers.
You know, because you know what book Bilkis Evilly drew.
She did that Supergirl book, right?
Yeah, did with Tom King.
Yeah,
right? But also Wonder Woman issue 8 with Greg Rucka.
But how else since you brought that up, Matt?
It is.
That's a reference for the old time fans. That
is. I really thought you were no selling me on that for a hot second.
Oh no, I knew what it was you were trying to get to. I was just I just wasn't giving you the easy pass.
Yeah.
So some other stuff here. Action Comics 1056 with a gorgeous main cover here, by Steve Beach. It's this painted. It's like one half Superman looking very, you know, he's angry, but he's very classical Superman with the red and the blue. And then the other side's like a very Terminator looking image of Metallo. And then in the middle there's this green code, like this sort of. It looks like what a lot of like 90s movies showed is like sort of like something awful's in cyberspace. Like I'm getting some cool like cyberpunk horror vibes from this cover, which I really like.
Not the actual thing, but like when you hear the term "ghost in the machine." Yes. You know, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like also green code, but there's like screaming faces behind the green code. Yeah. It's a really fun little cover. I like it. Yeah. So that's very cool. Yeah, that's nice. And then there's a beach cover where Supergirl's blowing water onto Connor.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so someone mentioned this where it was like, oh, Connor's trying to check out his genetic cousin, and someone else like, well, no, it's not that. It's he was looking at Natasha, and Kara got wind of it, so she hit him with the freeze breath. Yeah.
Very good, very good. A lot of covers for that one as well. But yeah, so obviously we've been enjoying this run. Looking forward to that. Then we have Adventures of Superman John Kent issue 4. Probably not very intentional. I assume this rainbow on the cover for Pride Month.
Yes.
You know, they're being quite smart with that. So that's issue 4 of that. Very cool. I should have a look at the variant, see if anything's worth.
They're nice.
They're nice enough. Then we got Batgirls issue 19. Continuing that run. Nice main cover as well, but the regular artist. Or the regular cover artist, because Jorge Corona's not actually been in the interior since the first arc, sadly.
Yeah.
which is a shame because he was very good. But Robbie Rodriguez has been one of the regulars who is doing this issue.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Then we got Batman issue 136, continuing stuff here. Art in this issue is by Belen Ortega, who I don't think has been doing the current arc.
No.
So I think we're moving on to a different artist again.
Ortega did the Penguin stuff with Zdarsky. I just remember that from the Solicit.
Okay.
Yeah. We got a Sejic variant somewhere in here.
Oh, the second one, probably.
Yeah. Click very loudly.
It's actually the second one, Matt.
I know, but I went past it. So, yes.
Oh, there's an nice cover as well here. The one in the lightning. That was quite nice.
Yeah.
Very moody, very atmospheric, very classical. Batman: The Adventure Continues, Season 3, Issue 6 is coming out, as is Batman: The Brave and the Bold, Issue 2. I forgot they were starting this. So this is we said this was basically the replacement for Urban Legends, but so stories by Tom King, Ed Brisson, Christopher Cantwell, and Joel Jones. That's that Cantwell name again. He keeps popping up. So cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that though, because they've got a pretty strong list of creators on this.
Someone tweeted at Garrett's about I just wish you guys weren't doing Joker. I feel Joker's overexposed, and Garrett's actually agreed. He's like, yeah, Joker is overexposed, which is why what Tom's doing in this and what I get to draw is gonna blow minds. So I don't know if he's trying to swerve us or whatever, but I'm gonna trust the man.
Oh, there's a gorgeous cover for this actually, with Batman fighting a bunch of clowns. I assume that's it's definitely not the Brett Booth cover, so it's probably Derek
No.
Chu.
Yeah,
and there's an Otto Schmidt cover for Red Arrow. Which is cool. And then we got Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker issue 2. So the White Knight universe just
What is this?
It just keeps
what 90s comics is that cover?
It's been skewing 90s since it started. It's in its 90s nth game now.
Yeah, it's really knowing what it is now.
Yeah. Then we got Batman Incorporated issue 9, so that is rocking on. We got Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries issue 9, so that keeps going. And we got Batman Superman World's Finest issue 16. Obviously still by Wade. Dan Moore was on the art, which is great. Obviously that leads to a great front cover as well.
Batman and Superman versus machines, and I get to see a lot of fun machine characters in there. So
yeah,
should be fun.
So that's cool. Then we got Black Adam issue 12, which is the final issue of that Black Adam series, which just says written by Priest. I don't know if is he going by just Priest now? Is he like
he did that originally, and then they started out in the Christopher Priest back during Deathstroke, and now
okay,
yeah.
Oh, maybe he's going back to it then. Catwoman 56. Is up next. Obviously we've been out in that book, but as always, bunch of variants, and I have nothing to add. City Boy issue 2, so yeah, obviously this is one of the new books we can't really talk about yet because we haven't read the first issue, but looks cool. Hope it's good. Greg Pak, glad to have him back. That rhymed, didn't mean that. Next up, Cyborg issue 2 by Morgan Hampton. That's actually quite a nice front cover, actually.
Yeah. Well, and then the third cover looks like it's an homage to New Teen Titans.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the first cover is by Edwin Gallman, and it's Cyborg holding up a villain, like a scientist-looking dude, and there's sort of some lightning in the back. There's some rain. It looks very flat, painted colors, which I think gives it a nice sort of shell-shaded kind of look to it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. DC Pride Through the Years issue 1. This is an 80-page one, so they're doing a second Pride, but this is, I assume, is a collection of old stories.
Yeah, it says take a journey through over 30 years of fan favorite LGBTQIA plus characters in the DC universe with this collection. Not only remembers. Yeah, I see.
So Flash 53 from 1991 is when Pied Piper came out. So yeah, it's like
wow, 91.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that far.
Detective Comics 854 from 2009. I assume that's Batwoman, yes.
It is, for Solo. So. Supergirl 19, the non-binary teenager who befriends.
Yeah, I remember that. That was during the show.
Yeah. And an all-new story starring Alan Scott.
So there's one new story in it, okay. I mean, I'm definitely not going to get it because I've read, 2 of these already. But still, nice enough.
It's nice that it's there. Yeah, I like that.
DC Ruby issue 5 up next. Then we got Detective Comics 1073, and look at that cover. With very gothic looking Batman where his cape's almost coming to life around him, but it's also wrapped around him as well.
Yeah.
Very very pretty book. And then just to contrast that, the second cover is him in a swimsuit diving into the water.
Yeah, by P. Woods, and it's they kind of went for the campier aspect of things, like a bat swimsuit, but that's all right.
Yeah, the Pride cover for this one's Batwoman and Renee question with the rainbow colors behind them. Very nice.
It looks really cool. Like that's almost a print quality image there.
Oh, for sure. There we got Green Arrow issue 3. This is the Williamson miniseries. How is Penguin not ongoing, but Green Arrow's like getting a 6-issue miniseries?
Maybe it's gonna lead into a different, like a Green Arrow's book or something. I don't know.
I would hope so. Hopefully it'll sell well and we can get some more.
I have no idea what's going on in this cover, just based off of who's facing off with whom.
Is that a lady Peacemaker? I'm saying
it is. Which we were teased at the end of the Death of Justice League.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
okay, very good.
Peace Wrecker is assuming who that is.
Yeah, one of the covers for this Green Arrow issue actually is kind of got a Hawkeye symbol on it with a purple like behind him.
It's behind Connor Hawke too, so maybe that's the joke.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Anyway,
could just be a target. I don't know.
Yeah, Green Lantern issue 2. Obviously, we're looking forward to this new run. Jeremy Adams on the main story, back up by Philip Kennedy Johnson. So
boring.
Hopefully good. You quiet yourself down, Matt. Yes. There is a cover with Kilowog in a hoodie and tracksuit serving tea in an alleyway. I don't know what's going on or why he's doing that, but it's amusing to me.
I don't know what it is, but I love it.
We have Harley Quinn issue 31, so that's trucking along. We have Icon versus Hardware as part of the Milestone lineup. We have The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing issue 9, which I guess that's not a miniseries. Okay, that's just going. We got The Joker Uncovered issue 1. This is wait, who's this by?
This.
Oh, it's just covers. That's why. Okay,
yeah, it's just the covers.
It's just covers.
I think this is like the same thing as that Batman one.
Yeah, I got.
They're gonna put them in an order to tell a story.
I got confused because there was no writer or artist. It just went straight to cover by, and I went, wait a minute, where's the rest of the team? So yeah, it's just a collection of covers. All right, it's just Society of America issue 7.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Yeah, big Stargirl cover. That feels like a placeholder to me. It feels like Yannen's cover's not done yet because that's Paquette.
True.
Because it says the regular cover is still by Yannen.
Well, then I just looked and I was like, it's kind of sloppy because there's a cape coming in. So yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think that's just a placeholder because they don't have a cover ready yet. Multiversity, Harley screws up the DCU issue 4. Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing to add to that. We've got Nightwing issue 105. Oh, that's a nice cover. It's like a POV shot of Nightwing looking down at the city from a rooftop. And he's holding his mask in his hands. Very good.
Yeah, so that's going to be the POV issue that Taylor's been talking about online.
Yeah, interesting. So, yeah, they did obviously the one layout issue, so now they're doing the POV issue.
I do like that they're taking chances with this type of stuff, like experimenting with the storytelling in comics.
It's very Mr. Robot, actually.
Okay.
If you ever watch Mr. Robot, there's an episode that's all done with no dialogue. There's an episode that's shot in like the wider cinema scope because it thematically ties in with what's happening. Right. There's an episode that's all one take, or at least there's a couple of tricks to make it work. But,
it's a oneer.
Yeah. So they have these, and there's an episode that's in like 5 acts, like a play. Yeah. It does these themed episodes. So that's what this is making me think of with them trying these different things. Next up, Peacemaker Tries Hard, issue 2, by Kyle Starks and Steve Pugh. Steve Pugh is a good artist, and these covers look good. Like I like it's Peacemaker and was that Mala? He's back to back with.
Monsieur Mala.
Yeah. Okay. So 6-issue miniseries.
That looks like it's part of a cover that looks like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Peacemaker Tries Hard too, trying even harder. It's cool.
Then we got Poison Ivy issue 13, which has got Harley and Ivy in a little boat with Gotham in the background as they're having a romantic moment on the lake.
Who is that cover right there? That looks great.
Which one are you eyeing up?
The third one.
The third one.
It's got her with the tank of stuff, and it's got like the negative space around it. Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. Riddler Year 1, Issue 5, penultimate issue in that miniseries. We have Sandman Universe Nightmare Country, The Glass House, Issue 3 by James Tynion IV. We got Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, Issue 122. Shazam, Issue 2 by Mark Waid and Dan Mora. So, yeah, I keep forgetting how many interesting new books are starting in the next few months.
Yeah.
We got all these early numbered books that we've not started yet. But, no, very cool. Main cover's very nice. That's the Dan Mora cover. And then there's some sort of old school looking covers throughout the rest. And then a Flash.
This is where I stopped getting covers. So glad it only took into the S's.
The Flash movie variant, of course, is by
Kari Andrews.
Yeah. Less said about that, the better, I suppose. Spirit World issue 2, one of the new lineup of books starting up the month prior. And then we got Static Team Up, Anansi issue 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Anansi the Spider-Woman. I'm sure. Yep. Favorite African superhero.
I've never heard of Anansi, but fair enough.
So in African folklore, Anansi is like the storyteller. You know, the weaver of stories. It's a spider goddess.
Okay.
So I'm sure this is who this is.
Yeah. We got Superboy, The Man of Tomorrow, issue 3, which is the Kenny Porter and Janoi Lindsay book. We got Superman issue 5, obviously Williamson's run. Very nice main cover with Superman in a sort of black and white vortex. But he's in color though, so it's got kind of an interesting look where he kind of pops off the page. So very nice.
Silver Banshee.
Oh, we're getting Silver Banshee. Ooh, I do like Silver Banshee.
Me too.
Superman Lost issue 4.
Oh, we got a secondary artist. This one didn't have a secondary artist, did they?
I don't think so.
Okay, so this is Carlo Pagulayan and Jason Paws. So maybe they're doing something different a little bit.
And then Tim Drake Robin issue 10 is going. And then we got Titans issue 2. Just a nice reminder that book's coming more than anything else. Thank you kindly. There's a Starfire variant there for you, Matt, that I'm sure you might
I can't see it. I can't see it.
She's wearing like a furry top and like disco trousers. So they're going for like an old school kind of vibe.
Yeah. Is that the Nicola Scott or the Clayman?
That looks like Nicola Scott to me.
Okay. I'll have to look this up when I have time.
Yeah. Then we got Unstoppable Doom Patrol issue 4. So that's cool. Then we have The Vigil issue 2. This is the Ram V new book that's starting in May. And then we got Wildcats issue 8. And that wraps up the single issue. So I'll quickly just mention the trades and stuff. Batman Volume 2, The Batman of Gotham, Zarsky's second volume. And we got Batman Volume 3, Ghost Stories, which is the paperback of the third volume of Tynion, which is getting confusing. But yeah. We get Detective Comics by Peter J. Tomasi Omnibus, which that's the run we all dropped. So I can't recommend it that much, but you know, he's a big enough name that he's getting an omnibus out of his run. So cool.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that's in an Omni.
Yeah. We got the hardcover for Detective Comics Volume 1 by Ram V. So cool on that. Blue Beetle Graduation Day gets its trade. There's a graphic novel box set of some of these various books that have been coming out. We have Icon and Rocket Season 1 softcover, The Joker Volume 2 softcover, Lazarus Planets collection.
Yeah, it's basically everything.
Yeah.
Alpha, Sol and Krypton, When We Were Once Gods, Legends Reborn, Next Evolution, Dark Fate, and Omega. I
hope the Alpha and Omega is also in Batman vs. Robin, because it fits there even more than it fits there, to be honest. We got Monkey Prince Volume 2 hardcover. We got the Sandman Book 6. So that's obviously reprinting the old stuff, I assume. Very cool. Wildcats Volume 1 hardcover. Wonder Girl Homecoming paperback, because obviously that's been out for a while. Wonder Woman by Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang Omnibus new edition, so they're reprinting that. So cool. I have tried that run twice and dropped it both times, so not for me.
I like it.
But...
I read the whole thing. However, it definitely leans into the mythology side of things. So.
Oh yeah, people definitely like it. I am not a good barometer for it, but I tried it both and did not like it either.
Yeah, for me it went a little bit off when they started adding the new gods, interacting with the Greek gods, and not that it's bad. It was just like hat on a hat at that point.
Yeah, and then finally Wonder Woman Volume 4, Revenge of the Gods, which is the 4th volume of Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad's run. So there you go. That is the Solicits. So less new stuff, but to be fair, there were so many issue 1s in Maze that good, because otherwise we'd be ballooning to...
It's filling out now.
Obscene sizes. So, but no, a couple of interesting things in there. New Penguin books, kind of the main thing.
I didn't realize that. I hadn't heard anybody talk about that the last couple days. So hearing about that for the first time here.
Maybe that did come up before and we've just forgotten about it. But
maybe
that struck me as a surprise when I saw that there.
Yeah.
So cool. There you go. That's Solicits.